Hi everybody, it's Alan here. I'm just doing a quick entry for Dan Dotson Loops. He's got a contest, the I Like It contest. I like it even though everyone else doesn't like it, or you're not supposed to like it. I think you've probably gathered by now, there's lots of Status Quo behind me. Now, Status Quo, it's okay to like the early Status Quo, from 69 to 77. After that, people start complaining. People start saying, "Oh, it's not so good." And when the bass player left and the lineup changed, then it was you can only like the Frantic Four, as they were known. I don't agree with that at all. I think over the last few years, they've actually had a huge return to form and done some exceptional albums. But in this country, they've sort of been a byword for many years, or they were anyway for a long time, even though they were hugely successful as a three-chord band. Now, that actually obviously isn't true. I mean, he even did an album recently, a few years ago, called In Search of a Fourth Chord, just as a kind of joke, you know. But this album from 1979 is Whatever You Want, as an example of their later music, later for the 70s and early 80s anyway. And it's just a fantastic album. Whatever You Want, the track itself, you've probably heard it so many times you're sick of it, but when you hear it on a stereo and not on a little radio, it just sounds phenomenal. And the tracks on here are just superb rock numbers. There's not a bad track on here. Living on an Island is a lovely acoustic song about Rick Parfitt and the fact he was a tax exile at the time. He's waiting for his friends to come so he can get high, and that's what the song is about. But there's some fantastic riffs, superb guitar work, and that's something that's forgotten about Status Quo, is they do have a fantastic couple of guitarists. I mean, Rick Parfitt died a couple of years back, but he was a superb rhythm guitarist, and the lead guitarist is a superb player, but you don't really hear much about him, but he is absolutely fantastic. Now, you see, some of these albums are okay to like. These are the glory period, if you like. Play For You, On The Level, Pile Driver, there's Quo Live, an exceptional live album. Quo, Mark Kelly's Hello Over That, which is like probably their best album. But these later ones is where it starts getting a little bit dodgy. Apparently, they start trying to go crack the American market, and the production is just not the same. Fortunately, after those two, they returned to basics, and it just sounds superb. Anyway, that was Status Quo. I'm going to show one other which you're not supposed to like. Now, I've flashed this up on Instagram. This is Rainbow. Now, the kids' TV programme in the UK, a lot of people my era would have watched it, or younger than me maybe. I mean, I was at home sometimes sick when I was a kid, and I was in my early teens, and I caught it sometimes. And the theme tune itself is so catchy. Once you heard that, you'll never forget it. It's an exceptional theme tune. But the band on this album here, called Telltale, they appeared on most of the programmes, just doing a little live song. Now, if this was an album that was not affiliated with the programme, and it was just under their name, a lot of psych, pop psych, folk collectors would probably like this album. The affiliation with the show doesn't help it, but there's some great songs on here, lovely craftsmanship, and the quality of the songs is really, really lovely. There's a couple of duffers. They do a sort of East End kind of, you know, like the Small Faces did East End, but did it well. No, there's two really cheesy songs on here, one on each side. But the rest of the songs, they are some exceptional stuff. Even the theme tune, everyone in this country probably knows. I'll only know a section of it. The rest of it is actually really quite folk and psychedelic. And there's some lovely stuff on here. It's supposed to be for kids, a bit like Donovan's music. A couple of his albums were for kids. But this is a little cut above. And as an adult, I really shouldn't be liking it. But there it is. Anyway, that's it. And probably plenty more albums I could have shown that were just like, what? You like that? But anyway, that's for Dan, the man. He is absolutely exceptional. I love the guy. I love his taste. He's got such a wide taste. He tended to sort of focus on sight, but you see all the extra stuff that's starting to kind of come out is brilliant. And when he's commented, you can tell he has a really wide taste in music. Anyway, he is the man. Go and check him out at Dotson Loops, and hopefully this is a winning video. See ya.